All right, so next we're going to go through all of the fun stuff. So we're going to spend a little less time on this and I'm going to go quite a bit quicker. Again, the main focus is making sure that you have your patterns as clean as can be, because that's the most important thing. You can include dynamics and you can include cues and all of that fun stuff unless you can get the timing right, you can be clean with your conducting, and that you can be consistent with your conducting. That's going to take the utmost importance, okay? First, we're going to go through time signature change. So when you're doing a time signature change, there are always multiple ways you can show a change. So first is 3-4. In 3-4, in strict, instead of the general 4-4 pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're just going to go, you're going to skip this beat 2 and go directly out to 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. For basic, the same is going to apply. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And for arrow, instead of skipping out beat 2, those in between bounces on the ands, you're going to get rid of those. So arrow 3-4 arrow will look like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We don't typically do a 2-4 for strict. What we sometimes do is merit. Merit is its own style. What it is, it's kind of like going for it. It's a mix between arrow and strict, but only beat 2, so it would look something like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's merit. For arrow, a 2-4 would look like this. Out, up, out, up, like that. So what about something complex, like a 5-4 bar? So if you're doing 5-4, you'll just use different combinations of your rebounds to signify the beats. It's easiest to see with arrow. For instance, with an arrow you can combine a 3-4 and a 2-4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you can just add more beats and where you would usually do beat 2 or beat 3. So you could also do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can also combine different styles. So I could do a 3-4 strict and a 2-4 arrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or something like that. So next, for dynamics, there are a couple ways you can signify dynamics. The first is changing your stance. So you can, if you're in your first position and you're conducting, if you want to get engaged with the band a little more, signify something, you can take a step forward. It's just a regular step forward or a step back. And again, you're going to have to adjust the weight based on what feels even and what's comfortable. You can, if you're at your stance with the feet together, you can do a step out. This is about shoulder width apart. You can also turn toward a section of the band that you're looking at. A turn is pretty much like a flank. Your upper body is going to move, but your lower body is going to stay put. So I can conduct, say, signal the flutes that are playing there, and turn back to the rest of the band. Next, we'll be talking about dynamics. So the first part is the prep. There are two ways you can do a prep. You can do a fist in. Again, your wrist is going to be straight here. Or you can do your fist facing up. We're going to do wrist in or fist in. We'll try this out in basic. We're going to call out verbally, because the more you call out these things that you're doing verbally, the better it gets ingrained in your mind. So you can say it with me. Ready? We're going to go 1, 2, 3, prep. Crescendo, 2, 3, recover, 1. Okay? 5, 6, 5, 6, 7. Prep, crescendo, 2, 3, recover, 1, 2, 3. Again, prep, crescendo, 2, 3, recover, 1, 2, 3. Prep, crescendo, 2, 3, recover, 1, 2, 3. One more time. Crescendo, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, next the decrescendo. Works the same way, except instead of starting from here, you're going to start from here. 4 in, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Prep, decrescendo, 2, 3. Recover, 1, 2, 3. Prep, decrescendo, 2, 3, recover, 1. What does your hand look like this in this position? It's going to look like you're holding some water in between your hand. You're doing a slight cup motion, like this, and decrescendo. You're going to maintain that fluid motion. it's going to be done with your left hand. Again, you cannot sacrifice time while you're doing dynamics. A simple exercise that you might have heard before is the box and triangle exercise. Try doing a triangle in one hand and a square in the other hand. The easier you can do this, the more you create a separation in your brain that you can function on both sides. The more you do it, the faster you'll get. Maybe you'll be even able to switch. So next we're going to go into cues, a shoulder cue and a pull cue. This might signify an entrance of an instrument or might signify a special part of the music. But again, it's going to be similar to the process of doing a dynamic. So the prep is going to be for a shoulder cue. At the shoulder, you're just going to make a fist, put it at your opposite right shoulder, and then you're going to cue with an open hand. Again, similar to how you did a decrescendo and a crescendo. Now pull cue, the prep will be pulling back, arm parallel to the ground, and then you're going to reach out in front and cue. So in context, we're going to do this one in arrow. 4 in, 5, 6, 7, prep, cue, 2, 3, again, 1, 2, 3, prep, cue, 2, 3, recover, 1, 2, 3, prep, cue, 2, 3, last time, 1, 2, 3, prep, cue, 2, 3, recover, 1. Next we'll try with the pull cue. 4 in, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, pull, cue, 2, 3, recover, 1, 2, 3, pull, cue, 2, 3, recover, 1, 2, 3, pull, cue, 2, 3, recover, last time, 2, 3, pull, cue, 2, 3, recover, 1. And those are the basics of cues. The last part of expression is your face. You can also convey emotion through the way you carry your body, through the way you carry your face, because the last thing we want is to have an overly stern intimidation factor at all times. I am doing strict because you are my subordinates. That's not the impression we want to give off, okay? We're going to match the emotion of the music with our face, and don't be overly characteristic. I know I've been guilty of that several times, more often than not. But again, this is something that you can do as a drum major to deliver the energy to the band and show that you are into this music as much as they are. So if it's a little lighter and you want to convey a lighter emotion, be relaxed. Or if you're doing some hard rock stuff and you want to show your energy, do a step out, smile a little bit. Be emotional, don't be a robot in your conduct. So there are a couple exercises that you can do. One is a mirror exercise. Again, not everyone has mirrors, but a lot of places have windows. So I can look in my reflection and kind of follow what I'm doing. I can make sure that I'm staying relaxed. I can make sure that all of my beats are clear. And it would be a great way for me to watch myself. This is super important to creating clean conducting. What you can also do is arrange yourself in a triangle, where at each point of the triangle, if you have 3 drum majors for instance, you can look at the other 2 people and try to match your style, become more coherent and cohesive in your pattern size and your pattern cleanliness, and especially in the timing of your beats and your cues. You could also do the same thing in a square or in a line. If you arrange everyone in a line, kind of like a follow the leader, you can conduct and try to match the people in front of you. Definitely help you figure out things like where your beat 3 is supposed to be, or am I being relaxed? Am I staying consistent with everyone else in front and behind me? Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you have any questions and I would be happy to answer and help the best that I can. Good luck with the season or with all of your drum major auditions that you might be doing. Thanks everyone.